everyone, it's me, just another sim guy here, and welcome back to another video. Now, I'm not going to talk all the way through this one. I just want to give a little bit of history and a bit of context to it, and then I want the race to speak for itself. Your eyes do not deceive you. That is me in P1. This was an absolutely perfect race and I had to share it. Hopefully the overlays do a really good job of conveying the closeness of the racing. You'll see the relative up in the top right hand corner, and the starting positions, and also the distance between me and P2. But this was one of those races. Now, I've never had one of these before. It's like the Holy Grail. It's like everything just came together. So I finished qualifying in P1 with one of my best drives ever, and then I started first on the grid, managed to pull away perfectly from second place, making sure that I could get that sort of apex on T1 and maintain my first place position and avoid. There wasn't really any drama to avoid, but at least no one caused any, if you know what I mean. So it wasn't like I avoided drama, but there was just none caused. So those things, you know, in themselves don't happen all the time. Obviously, the guy in P2 was quite a patient guy, although he was quick. And look at how close he is. I mean, he kept this pace up. Look, P3 did drop back a little bit in a little while, but P2 kept the pace and the pressure on me for the whole race, and it was absolutely amazing. I was like on the edge of my sim seat throughout, and I had to race the perfect race. You can tell that he's a very, very quick driver, and particularly for the first few laps, he was doing everything he could to get around me. Luckily, at times, P2 and P3 had their own little battle going on. That probably slowed them down a little bit, but he was never that far away. You can see now he's like 0.2 seconds behind and stays there consistently. So, but yeah, so it was really the perfect storm. It was qualifying in P1, staying in P1 throughout the race, not just at the beginning. And then taking the checkered flag. But not only that, taking the checkered flag with some of my personal best lap times, because that's what the race demanded of me, and that's what that guy demanded of me, to stay ahead of him. But also 0 incidents. And I think, you know, that, again, doesn't happen very often. You know, to get a win and to have 0 incidents, not one off track, not one bit of contact. And you can just see by the replay that I'm pushing quite hard. You know, I'm taking those curbs, I'm bouncing the car. There were sparks coming off the bottom of the Mazda there. But just a thoroughly enjoyable race, even though I'm not quite sure what my blood pressure felt about it come the end. I did manage to get a little bit of a lead at times, maybe a second, maybe 1.2, 1.3 at one point. And then I sort of let my foot off the gas a little bit, and then he comes right back. And then come the end, I knew on the last lap that I had enough of a gap that if I didn't make a mistake, everything was going to be okay. So I did let off on the last lap slightly, just to give myself a little bit of relaxation. You can see there just behind us that someone's just come a cropper there on that corner. But yeah, a thoroughly enjoyable race. And what made it even better were two things, really. One, it was live on stream. So some people who were watching got to experience this live as it happened. And the second thing was, it happened on my birthday. So not only do, you know, wins rarely happen for me in iRacing, I managed to pull this one off. I managed to get the perfect race, no incidents, pole position, but also on my birthday. What are the chances of that happening? And to boot, it was a rookie race. You know, I've said it time and time again, but the racing standard in these rookie races can be really good. So yeah, just wanted to share that with you. Enjoy the rest of the race. Please do stay till the end. If you make it to the end, put perfect in the comments so I know that you've stayed, and I appreciate all the support that you guys are giving me as the channel continues to grow. It will keep me motivated to push out this really great content, and we're building a lovely, knowledgeable community talking about VR, technical specs on certain things, updates, settings, videos. You know, there's so many people in the community just helping each other out with all sorts of crazy things. So do join us. If you're not subbed, make sure you sub to the channel for this really great content. You'll then be notified about more stuff that comes out. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to iRacing Season 5, so there's going to be some videos coming out about that. But enjoy the rest of the race. I want the rest of it to speak for itself, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.